Today, Pineapples and Peppers is taking you behind the scenes of natural products use. Hello everyone, it's Pineapples and Peppers here. We are here to do a recap of Expo East 2017. It was pretty exciting, so kind of a little backstory. We've been to Expo West a few years ago. Anita, you've been a number of times, and so that one is humongous. 80,000 people show up. There's over 2,000 exhibitors. This one on the East Coast is a bit smaller, but it still was just as fantastic.
Yep, just as lit. It was my first time on the East Coast. I think both of our first times on the East Coast.
Correct.
And we just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the products and stuff.
Yeah, that we're looking forward to trying, people that we met. So when you go to an expo, we've been to a lot over the years, right? As students, as professionals, as bloggers. So what things are you looking for when you walk up to a booth?
Litness. That's something that I just realized this last expo.
Okay.
Let's just be real. Thousands of exhibitors are present at these things, and that means a lot of different kinds of foods, but also the same kinds of foods.
Right.
So you'll see a million different kinds of bars.
Yes.
1,000 different kinds of chips.
Yes.
So I mean, there's like so much, and at the end of the day, what's really gonna capture you is kind of the vibe,
right?
Honestly,
yeah,
like the connection you make with the people, like the face of the company, and also what they represent.
Right. I mean, because I think we walked to one booth in particular, and there was one person that was sort of engaging, and there was a lady who was literally standing there just like,
why are you here?
Right. And I'm just like, ma'am, are you not trying to sell a product?
Right.
Are you upset you're here today? You need to turn that frown upside down.
Right. So we left and we went to another booth that was pretty lit, and it was actually a cold brew booth. I mean, there was literally like this whole cold brew thing has been lit. A lot of cold brew companies, but this one in particular had some really fun people, like really super real, super engaging,
and young, yeah, and vibrant.
Yeah, so that was one really exciting situation. There was also another brand that I love called the Soulful Project.
Okay.
And this is a project out of New Jersey, and what they're doing is they're packaging kind of like an oatmeal, like an overnight oats type situation. Yeah, and every time you buy one, they send one to a what do you call those? Food
desert.
No, not a food desert. What do you call those? What Paul Duku did in San Bernardino?
I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
Well, either way, they send it to someone who needs it.
Where did you used to work when you were?
Riverside.
No, like before that, when you were in Texas, like the first job.
Food bank.
A food bank, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like even when they were giving out samples, they would ask you to take a sample and then allow you to choose where you wanted to send the one that they were gonna send kind of for free to the food bank.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So that was really fun, and also really fun people at the booth.
Yeah, so we just wanted to run through a few of the items that we're super excited about trying. I've actually tried some of the items. So there was one booth in particular that was, I mean, it was visually pleasing as well as
Morgan, what do you mean by visually pleasing? We talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, it's called Kodak Cakes. I'm a huge fan of pancakes. As a child, growing up, pancakes were made. We made them every Sunday in my house, right? And so this is like a protein-packed flapjack and waffle mix. And so these are really good. And one serving, which I believe is 2 pancakes, is 14 grams of protein, which is fantastic. So I think they're trying to market this more towards the outdoors person, the mountaineer, because it's in, I think, Colorado, excuse me, Park City, Utah. So they're trying to market toward that audience, but I definitely like them and I would definitely buy them.
Right, so just real quick with that product, just as an example, you can very easily throw some protein powder into pancake mix and call it a protein, you know, call it a protein cake. But what attracted us to this company is that they also had a really fun, legit booth with like every single person in there. They might have had 15 people working in this.
Not 15.
Yes, Morgan, there was people behind making pancakes, and they had 3 rows of like sample plates.
It was maybe like, okay, whatever.
Like 11.
Anyways.
Okay. And they were all like fun and cool. So that's why we like grabbed a few samples.
And they gave us a hat, which was really nice.
Yeah.
So what other food items were you looking forward to trying?
Okay, so I saw a lot of cassava like chips. So I don't know if you guys know what cassava is. It's similar to a potato, but it's not. It's a root vegetable. And a lot of people are kind of jumping on this because it has a little bit lower carbohydrates per serving than a potato does. And I don't know, so it's a really good thing. It's super light and also has a very, very nice, smooth texture. So I did try these chips there where they had them sampled. The guy actually gave us a whole bag. You know, when you didn't go on the last day, you get real hooked up.
Rake it up.
So it's really good. A lot of cool cassava products that we saw.
So they also had, like Anita mentioned, the cold brews and kombuchas, and this was a really good beverage that I enjoyed. It's actually empty, and it's called Verde, kind of a play on the Spanish word verde, which means green, and it's just chlorophyll water, which is just really simple. But the packaging says 2 shots of wheatgrass, 12 cups of arugula, 4 cups of spinach are found in this 1 bottle of our green magic. So a pretty good source if you want to drink your greens. I mean, obviously I'm a huge proponent of chewing your food, but this could be a nice alternative for when you're on the go, and it's 0 calories, it's 0 sugar or less than 1 gram of sugar. So there's no real added well, there's a small amount of added sugar that's in here. So that's a great product, and I really enjoyed this. I actually use it as a base for a smoothie, where then I added some other items to bulk it up a little bit, add some protein and hemp and things like that.
So pretty much if you're gonna pay for water, that's a good one to get.
I'm super excited to try the products, and I think that it was a great event to, you know, showcase the things that are going on here in the East Coast. But I'm super excited about Expo West, and so hopefully I can go in Anaheim in March.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll keep you posted if there's any other products that we kind of try throughout the next couple months that we love. We'll definitely keep you posted on. Thank you for joining us once again.
We out, y'all.